So picture your living room TV setup for a second. You've got, a screen, maybe a streaming box, a sound bar.
Right, a pretty standard setup.
Exactly. It's connected, it's super convenient, and it just works. But I want you to multiply that scale. Imagine having a route flawless 4K, 60 hertz Dolby Vision video to 18 different screens all at the exact same time.
Oh, and without dropping a single frame, obviously.
Yeah, right. So today we are doing a deep dive into some manufacturer specs and product data from HDTV Supply. We're looking at a heavy-duty device called the Wolfpack Secure 8x18 HDMI Matrix Switch.
It's quite the machine.
It really is. And our mission today is to figure out why someone would pay $4,600 for a piece of audio-video hardware that is intentionally designed to lack almost every single modern convenience you and I take for granted.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here is to really understand that massive premium price tag, you have to look at what this device doesn't have.
Wait, okay, let's unpack this right out of the gate. $4,600 for a switch that I can't even connect to my network. I mean, I could buy a smart home switch for a fraction of that cost. What exactly is that premium paying for if it's, not giving me features?
Well, it's paying for an engineering philosophy of security by subtraction.
Security by subtraction, okay.
Right. Because in highly sensitive government, military, or even corporate environments, convenience is a vulnerability. True security requires absolute isolation. So, like the spec sheet mentions, this matrix operates entirely on a non-reprogrammable ROM.
Meaning the operating instructions are, physically baked right into the silicon?
Yes, exactly. A hacker literally cannot overwrite the code with malware because the hardware itself just won't allow the code to be rewritten.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There is no Wi-Fi, there are no apps, there are no RS232 ports.
Which are usually used to send serial commands remotely, right?
All right, completely gone. Not even C6 network cabling.
Okay, so it's basically like buying a high-end bank vault. You explicitly don't want an app to open it.
No, absolutely not.
You don't want Bluetooth or a slick web interface. You want a heavy physical dial that requires a human being to be standing right in front of it to make any changes.
That is a great way to look at it. I mean, the signal encryption does use a protocol called HDCP 2.3 to prevent anyone from intercepting the video feed, but controlling the system itself. That is strictly limited to pushing physical buttons on the front panel or using the attached LCD screen.
Okay, so we've established it's a completely air-gapped digital fortress.
Yes.
But a digital fortress is pretty useless if, say, a single video port burns out and you have to shut down the whole operation just to fix it.
Right, which happens.
Yeah. And if you can't remote in to patch a software issue, and you definitely can't afford to unhook this giant metal chassis to mail it back to the manufacturer, what actually happens when something breaks?
Well, this is where the hardware architecture takes over. The system relies on one-port slide-in cards. So the 8 inputs and 18 outputs aren't hardwired into a single mainboard.
Oh, they're modular.
Entirely modular. And crucially, they are hot pluggable.
Wait, walk me through how that actually works mechanically. Because normally, if I rip a circuit board out of a live piece of electronics, I'm going to cause a short circuit or a massive signal drop.
Well, the chassis is engineered with isolated power routing and data paths for every individual slot.
Okay.
So when you slide a faulty card out, the system doesn't experience a power surge because the other 25 slots are electrically walled off.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you just slide a fresh card in, and the matrix registers the new connection instantly without ever powering down the main equipment.
Here's where it gets really interesting. It's essentially like changing a flat tire while the car is still driving down the highway.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
You just swap the part and keep rolling. It guarantees zero operational downtime. You aren't just buying a box that routes video, you are buying the guarantee that the system will never stop running, no matter what individual component fails.
Right. It's built to be basically indestructible.
So what does this all mean for you? I think it proves that in extreme tech environments, the ultimate luxury isn't seamless digital connectivity or some slick user interface.
Not at all.
It is absolute isolation and hardware resilience. It's the peace of mind knowing your system simply cannot be reached by the outside world.
Which actually brings up a rather analog detail buried really deep in the manufacturer specs.
What's that?
The physical cabinet of this unit is assembled with secure screws and features internal anti-tamper switches.
Wait, really? Secure screws?
Yeah.
Which really makes you think. I mean, if a system is so totally air-gapped and digitally locked down that it's physically impossible to hack it over a network.
How terrifying is the threat of someone trying to breach your digital vault with a literal screwdriver?
Exactly. So next time you turn on your simple living room TV with a smartphone app, you might just wonder who else has the ability to change the channel.